Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As usual, I remain Nicole Letaro, and today I just want to share with you some of my experiences living here in Russia, particularly in Yemelyanovo, in Krasnoyarsk, Siberia region. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I would love to talk about is the steering. So yeah, I can say I've been looked at, but it's kind of weird because I haven't really been stared at so much here like the way I was stared at when I was in India. The staring here has been a little bit minimal, and it's weird because here in Yemelyanovo, where I'm living, I'm the only foreigner. I'm the only black foreigner. Yeah, but the staring is there, but so many more, so which obviously is an advantage for me. And yes, I've also been approached for selfies in the few places that I've gone to, but at least it's not that much and on a daily or regular basis like the way it was when I was in India. So for now, I can say it's okay. I mean, I haven't, even the stares that I get, I cannot really say they are bad stares, like maybe, oh, we have this stranger in our country and stuff like that. No, it's kind of just a more like an inquisitive kind of staring. Yeah, so like just wondering maybe what am I doing here, because they're not used to seeing this kind of color regularly here. So, and I totally understand. I cannot really put that as being racist, no. So yes, and apart from the staring as well, mm, I think I haven't also, before I came to Russia, I was really so scared. I did a lot of research about how they treat foreigners and those kind of things. And some of the findings that I got to find out were negative, especially for blacks. Like there was too much racism and stuff like that. But honestly speaking, for the time that I've been here, at least I haven't really faced any sort of racism or anything of that sort. Nobody has really done anything to me that I would really reach to a point and say, okay, this is being racist. I haven't really experienced that, which I feel is really a good thing. So I'm really happy about that. And then another thing that I found kind of weird was most old people that I've met, that I've come across, both men and ladies, but most especially the women, kind of have golden teeth. Yes, you will find them with golden teeth. Maybe like one or two, either on the lower teeth or on the upper. But you will find them with golden teeth. And it was strange to me, it was weird for me. And then one time we were going somewhere, we were going to a restaurant with my friend, and I asked her, but why is it that I see most old people with golden teeth? And she was like, oh, this is because back in the day, whenever people had problems with the teeth, and when they would go to the dentist, maybe like for cementing and stuff like that, the dentist would instead put for them these golden teeth. But now, with the current generation, it doesn't happen anymore. But it used to happen back then. That's why you see most old people having golden teeth. And I was like, wow, okay, that's really so weird, because for us, the way we portray golden teeth, it actually means that you have a lot of money. Because when you look at the celebrities, like some celebrities love wearing golden teeth. So that shows that they're actually rich, they have lots of money. And she was like, wow, that's crazy. For us, we don't really take it as being rich, but it was just more of a culture thing that used to happen back in the day, when people could have problems with their teeth and then go to the hospital, and that's how they would get the golden teeth. So I was like, okay, that's really interesting. So yeah, that was one thing that I found kind of weird, but after getting to know the reason why, I cannot really call it weird. And then when I talk about the food, when we come to the food, well, of course, it kind of takes time to adjust to something new, something that you're not used to. For example, here in Russia, I got to notice that most of the foods have soup. Yes, they love soup very much, borscht, green soup, and I don't know if I pronounced it well, but they have different kinds of soup. But in my side of the world, yes, we eat soup, but it's on a rare basis. People prefer to eat more of real food than just taking soup. But here it's more of a normal thing. It's more like a meal, you know. So I found that kind of weird, and I was like, okay, I'm having only soup, like no food. And in the beginning, it was kind of hard for me to adjust because I mean, soup is just so light, you just drink it or eat it, and before you know it, in minutes, it's already done. And then you're starving all of a sudden, so it's not like really enough, but they're used to it because that's part of their food. So yeah, right now at least I'm starting to get used to the whole scenario, the whole soup thing. Yeah, but otherwise, the other foods, they love potatoes so much, they love non-veg, beef, chicken. Yeah, it's good because it's almost the same thing that we eat back home. So yeah. And also, when I talk about the weather, like currently now it's spring here. Summer will begin next month in June. But what I found weird was that usually when it clocks to 7, okay, let's say, yes, from 7:30 above, going on to 8 to 9, it's still bright outside. And I saw that and I was like, okay, wow, this is weird, because if it was back home, if it was in Africa, obviously by 8 or 9 it's already dark. 7, in fact, from 6:30 onwards, it's starting to get dark, and then from 8 it's now like really dark. But here it's still light, it's still bright, and I was like, okay, wow, this is a new different kind of weather that I'm experiencing. But it's cool because here I feel the night is shorter than the day. Why? Because the night starts early. I mean, it by 8 9 it's still bright, so there it starts earlier, and by the time you're sleeping and before you know it, you wake up, it's already morning, and you're like, what? By the time it's 6, it's already so bright, and you feel you didn't really have enough sleep. So yeah, that's another culture shock or weather shock experience, if I may say. Yes, and the last one, what do I want to talk about? What do I want to talk about? Yes, and then the last one is learning Russian. So usually when you travel to to countries where English is not the native language, obviously that is a challenge, because wherever you go, you need to know the local language in order to be able to communicate with the locals. If you want to go to the grocery store, if you want to go to the supermarket, if you want to go to the restaurant, whatever it is that you want to do, you'll not always meet people who can be able to speak in English. So that means for you to flexibly fit into the environment, you need to know the local language. So yes, it's not really easy um, experiencing that. Like, for example, I stay with a host family and they do not speak any English, not even one word. So you can imagine communication becomes so hard, and we basically just rely on Google Translator. Yeah, like that's how crazy it is. Yes, but I still meet a few people who try, at least try, to speak a little bit of English, which makes me happy. And at the same time, I'm also trying to learn a little bit of Russian here, Kaptela, How are you? Yes, so I'm learning a few words here and there in order to help me. And usually, whenever I'm speaking with my friends, I try to speak a few of these words which really makes them happy, and they're like, "Wow, your accent is really good." So yeah, I'm really trying so hard to learn Russian because they feel happy when you try your best at least to try and learn the local language. Why? Because at least there it makes them more comfortable to communicate to you. So yeah, I guess these are some of my experiences. If you have any other experiences, please feel free to comment them down below. I would love to know your experiences here in Russia, in whatever part of Russia you may be in. I would love to know your experiences. So please don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Большое спасибо. Thank you very much. Bye.